Welcome to Dateline SAU, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Sierra Mari.
And I'm Ryan Schistel. After weeks of auditions and rehearsals, the St. Ambrose Theatre Department wrapped up its season with the production of a full-stage musical. Dateline SAU's Katie Link has more.
More than 1,200 people came to the 3 performances of the musical adaptation of a Louisa May Alcott novel.
Last weekend in the Allard Auditorium, the musical Little Women opened, and this performance left audience members with many emotions.
Overall, I felt like a lot of it was super happy, and it was just like a very touching family story, but it was also like there were some really sad parts to it that made me almost cry. So I kind of went in with no expectations, just going to support some of my friends in the musical, and I left and I was just like blown away. I loved everything about it. The music was great. Everybody did so awesome.
For many members in the cast, this was their first time being involved in an SAU production. But for some, it was their last. Director Dr. Corrine Johnson is one of those people, and she says this is a bittersweet time for her.
I've loved working on this show. Was kind of sublime from beginning to end. You know, challenges here and there along the late nights. I'm still tired. It's 2 days after it's closed. But I had a blessedly wonderful time, and I'm glad to leave on that note.
And for some of Dr. Johnson's students, it has been an extreme honor to be a part of her final show here at SAU.
It's such a big challenge for me, and now I get to play Jo March in Little Women, which is literally so incredible. I never thought that I could do something like this, so it's very fun.
The cast of Little Women and retiring professors Dr. Corrine Johnson and scenic designer Chris Eitram took their final bow at the end of the performance on Sunday.
The university's theater department has announced that they plan to stage another musical next year.
Members of the class of 2024 gathered in the Beehive on Thursday to celebrate the end of the year and the fact that they reached their halfway point at St. Ambrose. Second-year students got the chance to tie-dye shirts, snack on popcorn, and play some classic games. Before the event, students even got the chance to nominate their fellow second-year Ambrosians to receive sophomore superlative awards. But besides all the fun and games, organizers say this event was a chance to thank the class of 2024 for all of their hard work these past 2 years.
So for me, it was just a way of appreciating second-year students, just because a lot of times first-year students, they come in, we're all excited for them to have in college, it's a new experience, and then juniors are getting ready for internships and just trying to prep themselves for the next steps, and then seniors, they're about to graduate. So I just want to do something to kind of just appreciate second-year students and for just the hard work they've done their first 2 years, and just kind of say you're halfway there, you're almost done. Here's just a way to thank you and also celebrate you for coming to St. Ambrose University, but also getting it there so far.
Event organizers say they were pleased with the turnout and hope to hold this event again next year for the class of 2025.
Students of the College of Arts and Sciences have been hard at work this past year, researching a variety of topics. Dateline SAU's Liam Hunter has more.
Those students were in the Rogalski Center ballroom on Wednesday to present their findings to the St. Ambrose community.
They met for this year's Undergraduate Scholars Conference. The keynote speaker welcomed the crowd and congratulated the undergrads who have been working hard on these projects all year.
This is our 14th annual St. Ambrose University Undergraduate Scholars Conference. It's sponsored by the College of Arts and Sciences. It's an opportunity for our students in the arts and sciences to share the scholarly work that they've done during this past year. We have a number of honors students presenting, but we also have students who aren't in honors.
The undergraduates were allowed to research a topic of their choice, and some science students took this opportunity to delve into their creative side.
I thought it would be cool to make my own typeface using an algorithm in Python. And so that's kind of how I got started, and I made a prototype this winter, and yeah, this semester I went ahead and made the whole alphabet, and it was a very time-consuming process.
Other students focused on historical trades, censorship in the media, and natural water filtration systems. With such a variety of topics, the faculty was impressed by the efforts of these students.
For more information on the Undergraduate Scholars Program, contact Dr. Katie Trujillo in room 301 in Ambrose Hall.
As April and Sexual Assault Awareness Month came to an end, the group SAUT, or the Sexual Assault Awareness Team, hosted a march on campus to show that sexual assault is not just a woman's issue. A group of men strapped on some stilettos and went on a stroll around campus to promote sexual assault awareness. With a wild assortment of heels, the men strutted in protest of sexual assault. This event has been on hold due to COVID-19, but now it's back in motion, and organizers plan to continue to promote awareness on campuses across the country for years to come.
We do plan to have it next year, and we hope to have an even bigger turnout. Everyone that was involved had a good time, and we want to see you there.
An international event, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, started in 2001 to promote dialogue on the causes, effects, and solutions of sexualized violence. For more information, you can follow SAAT on Instagram at SAATSAU.
The diverse community at St. Ambrose University came together at an event designed to cross cultures as students explored the diverse cultures of their peers. The International Student Organization hosted a potluck event in the Beehive that allowed students to indulge in foods of varying cultures. Students cooked meals and brought them to the Beehive. Surrounded by their diverse peers, Ambrosians mingled and ate. Pairing this event with the esports team, students competed in Super Smash Bros. Competitions.
And we did genuinely have a very wide variety of country representation. We had things from South Korea, we had things from France, we had things from Germany, we had things from Argentina, we had things from Colombia. And it was just really cool to see these little investments in their culture that they could bring to us, because food is one of the best ways to cross cultures.
The International Student Organization meets on Tuesdays at 5:15 in Ambrose Hall, room 243. For more information on how to get involved in events such as Crossing Cultures, contact the International Student Services Office.
This past week, Ambrosians were given the chance to participate in a professional headshot event hosted by the Career Center. The purpose? To help students get a professional look for themselves that they can include in their business profiles.
Getting a headshot taken is a really important part of being a career professional in the digital age. A lot of folks use headshots for their LinkedIn profile picture. Some other folks use headshots just to have a picture of themselves on an online portfolio. So we're just hosting this event as a way to make students feel more confident in their professional presence.
Given the student interest this time, there are plans to make this a recurring event. Students can reach the Career Center through their email by contacting careercenter@sau.edu.
Coming up after a short break, it's tournament time for several St. Ambrose sports teams.
And the St. Ambrose esports team finds success in a postseason of their own.
We'll have these stories and more coming up after a short break.
On Dateline SAU.
I believe that a university that's given so much to me and my family, I need to give back. And my youngest daughter graduated from here, my wife graduated from here, and now we're in an opportunity we can give back to the university and thank them for everything they've done for us.
We're more than a radio station. We're your neighbors, investing time in our community. We're mentors, guiding the next generation of broadcasters. We're supporters of veterans, partners with social service agencies, and investigators of history. We're dedicated sports fans. We're committed to the stories that make the Quad Cities unique. We are KALA Radio, 88.5 FM, 106.1 FM. Turn it on, turn it up.
The St. Ambrose men's lacrosse team has learned who its opponent will be in the opening round of the NAIA Invitational Tournament in Pensacola, Florida. It will be Aquinas, Michigan, a team the Bees defeated 16-13 earlier this season. The game will be played May 11th at 4 p.m. The Bees, who are ranked second in the nation, received an at-large berth, as did the Aquinas Saints, who are ranked fifth in the latest national polls. The baseball and softball teams are hitting the road for conference tournament play. Dateline SAU's Elijah Jakovic has the details.
Before the baseball team could start tournament play, they had some unfinished business to take care of first. The Bees traveled to Trinity International for a makeup game, postponed from April 25th. After spotting the Trojans a 3-run lead, the Bees bounced back for a 5-4 win. They finished the regular season in a 3-way tie for second in the conference, but tiebreakers gave them the number 2 seed for the tournament. But tournament play was suspended on Thursday due to poor weather. The CCAC softball tournament started Thursday as well, but weather suspended play there too, before the Bees could complete their first round game.
The St. Ambrose Esports Overwatch team took down the University of Southern Mississippi Eagles in a 4-1 decision to claim their second NECC title. The 6 players conquered the Cyan Division and qualified the Bees to participate at the NECC National Tournament on May 24th. You can follow the esports Twitter account at SAU Esports for upcoming information about where you can watch the tournament. St. Ambrose freshman Amara Little claimed medalist honors as the women's golf team took second place at the Viking Invitational played at Highland Springs in Rock Island. Little had the best score in the 62-player field. 3 of her teammates earned top 25 finishes in the Bees' final meet of the season as well. And that's it for sports this week. I'm Abigail Varkalis.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of Dateline SAU.
We'll be back next week in the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out the SAUtv Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, late-breaking news, and more.
You can also find news stories and videos of The Hive at SAUthebuzz.com.
Graduation is quickly approaching, and that means summer vacation is too. We asked students around campus about favorite summertime activities. We leave you with some of their answers.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week.
My favorite summer activity is to go on walks with my grandma because it's always nice to talk to her and unwind after a long day.
My favorite summer activity is playing the guitar because I like music and I have a lot of free time to play guitar.
My favorite summertime activity is being outside with my dogs and being able to take them out for walks to the dog park because I just love being out there in the wildlife too.
My favorite summertime activity, honestly, my family lives in Hawaii. I go out there and we go on the beaches, and it also helps me train for like football. So it's very fun and good time for me.
I would say working on my family's farm or going boating up at the lake we usually go to. I just like to be outside and doing something, I guess, so anything outside really.
So I'm from Dubai. I grew up in Dubai. I'm an international student, and our beaches are spectacular, amazing. And I love catching a tan, I love going to the beach, sweating, it's just one of my favorite things, yeah.
My favorite summer activity is to go out into nature, climb trees, just observe. It's really fun.
Well, it's working at the golf course because it makes me a lot of money.